43.
42. 41.
40.
39.
Number 1.
39.
38.
37.
36.
35.
34.
33. 32.
31.
30. 29.
28. 27.
26.
25.
24. 23.
21.
20.
19.
18.
17. 16.
15.
14.
13.
12.
11.
10.
9. 8.
7.
6.
5.
4.
3.5.
3.
2.
1.
Hey, Rocky, you want to see me pull a show out of my hat? Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
Hi, and welcome to the Mouthwash Talk Show, a minty fresh take on life and politics. We've been doing a lot of politics lately, so we have that going. But hey, welcome. And first of all, hey, that was our view outside of our house down here in Florida. I'm in Florida. That was our view Saturday before the fireworks. We had a little rain come in, and it just barely quit raining by the time the fireworks went off. But there was one of our neighbors has a barge, and they sent it out there, and they had all these fireworks, and it was really cool. And the guy ended up proposing to his girlfriend, and now she's his fiance. Just quite the spectacular 250th anniversary for the grand old United States of America. So yeah, we had that. So I thought I'd put it up as my backdrop tonight, just to say, hey, look at what we got going on here. It's all good. So anyway, we got a good show tonight. Got a good show. It looks like Tiffany just sent me a message. She's in Florida. Hey, Tiffany, I'm in Florida. I'm on the show. What's up? And I did have some news for her on her show. It looks like the poll that we did, they picked the floss instead of front of the bus. It's for a name for her show. And you're probably wondering, hey, what is that new show? Is it Tiffany? Is it Tiffany? No, it's not Tiffany. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans. I'm going to spill the beans on it. I know that, it's funny, Drew Weingarten, I know he's possibly in the chat if he can stay awake. He said, I have a hard time staying awake past 9 o'clock. So I'm going to say, oh, look at this. This is the person has a new show. This is actually in their studio. This is what the picture looks like. But here you go. Here's the show intro. It's hot off the presses for our show, our new show this Thursday at 7 p.m. Here you go. Here it is. All right. Let me get back to that. So it's getting crowded here at the Chateau Dave Mars Hill studio. We have, so Nicole will have access to the studio. Brad has access to the studio. I produce Witty's show. So I just take care of that for him. And then I have the Mouthwash show. We have room for one more person unless I upgrade again. It always costs a lot of money to upgrade again. So, that's where we're at. So Nicole's has about 32,000 followers on all of her social media. And we just started chatting, and I said, hey, you know what? We could help you out and help promote some stuff. And I think she even volunteered as far as helping me maybe run my show so I don't have to click buttons and try to keep everything glued together. Sometimes it's tough. It's tough to do that. So anyway, welcome. We have some new viewers tonight. I'm certain of it because, hey, we had those fireworks last Saturday, and we had about 12 or 15 neighbors come over to the house and watch the fireworks in our backyard. And now they're following me, and they're thinking, what kind of maniac moved into our neighborhood? This is crazy. So super nice people down here. I think they were curious to see what crazy neighbors have moved in. But hey, they didn't throw us out. So it's all good. So anyway, I just want to thank our viewers who've been here forever. And I want to thank the new viewers for tuning in. Great. And watch all the shows. We got the Rinse on Sundays at 7:30. Witty Reviews an hour before this at 8. Mouthwash at 9. And now Nicole in all caps. If you didn't catch that, it's like, so when you do something on social media and it's all caps, that means you're yelling and you're loud. So I said, hey, Nicole, this is what yours should be, because she is out there, making a voice. And, she's Madison County and she's fighting the good old boys and the girls up there. And it's very appropriate that we have Katherine Callahan, our guest tonight, because she is fighting the good old boys up there as well. And she is actually one of the regular guests on Nicole's show. So you'll be able to catch her up there fighting the good fight. So that's the new show. Hey, what about that wheel tax that they're trying to push up there in Indy? Well, I tell you what, they might as well just tell me to move out of Marion County. I mean, it's just, guess what? I'll be having some Florida tags coming up real soon, and I've been paying those stinking well. I'll pay tolls down here all day long. Although where I live, I don't pay any tolls. But they're not going to get that wheel tax from me. I'm out. Sorry. And then next week's show, we have Joseph Bortka coming on, and he's got a special guest with him from Georgia, who is sort of fighting the Republican Party the very same way that he's fighting the Republican Party here in Indiana, not to destroy them, not to hurt them, but to have them actually follow the rules. Hey, what's up with that? Let's follow the rules. That sounds like a great deal. So we have that going on here. I'm going to put on my Greg Ballard glasses. I got these glasses just for Greg because he did get all of his signatures. Hey, here's Nicole now. Look at that. Yep. So she's going to be doing her show. I will be traveling, so I won't be able to see it. So, but I'll be able to tune in later, as you can with all of our shows. You can tune in later, and then there's that. So, and if you have a question, comment, or whatever, make sure you put it in the thing, and I'll try to pay attention here. Oh yeah, look, see, she's so nice. She was going to say tonight. Now, Nicole, I'll get some help here soon from you. I'll be able to muddle through tonight. It looks like Tiffany's out. Lucy's late, so 3 guests. I hope I can handle it. So let's go ahead and bring on Katherine, and Brad. Brad,
You're just so excited.
Yeah, it is so exciting times. I mean, the Chateau de Marcel studio is growing. So what do you think, Brad? If you could have found out Nicole was there if you were looking backstage or in the.
I was going to say, I think I was in the studio the other day or on StreamYard, and I saw something about Nicole. But then Drew was like, well, no, it's Tiffany's. I'm like, no, I don't, that just came up in Mouthwash last week. It wasn't like
like you got a libertarian fan there, Brad.
Oh,
the MVP,
yeah. All right, Larry. No,
Brad,
it's but it's exciting though. It's we
It is.
we had a great time on Sunday's show.
Well, I'm not the candidate. I need to fix that. I'm not the candidate anymore for Senate District 25.
Yeah, fix that, okay? Well, you
See,
did.
I was going to change mine to tolerable Democrat because I didn't know how else to like.
I don't even know how to change it.
Warm and fuzzy.
Oh, where are you when I need you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to.
Not that the other ones are intolerable. I just think that other people don't like them, which I don't get. But
looks like we got a little bit of a delay on Catherine's end, possibly. So, are you on your cell phone, Katherine?
No, I'm on the computer. I don't know how to get that off. If you want to tell me, I know how to speed it up. I don't know why my camera is delayed.
Okay, well, as long as we can hear you, it's like one of those kung fu movies.
I don't know. That looks good.
Yeah, that's
you got that off, yeah.
So let's get to it here. Let's get to it here. Our guests are coming on and all that. And hey, again, thanks for everybody for tuning into all of our shows. We're sort of trying to build a network.
So Brad,
Kelly Calloway posted.
Oh yeah, you lost,
which made me laugh because
yeah. Sorry. Oh
so
wait,
Indiana Democrat.
Top 3 dots. What's that mean? Can you rename? Oh yeah, you get it renamed. Look,
yes, Katherine. How are you? I'm sorry.
I'm good. That's okay. I'm here for you guys. So you're getting a new neighbor up there in Alexandria.
Oh.
You know that carbon company that Mike Gaskell rezoned that area for?
Yeah, the one right by. But Gaskell did it to help, help the people of Madison County, right? Because that's what he does.
Right. So you guys are getting a carbon facility.
Fantastic.
Well,
our water is already top notch and without any sort of controversy.
Well, you can make pencils. You can start making pencils, right? The lead in the lead carbon. Why don't they just make a bunch of pencils with it?
There you go.
Nobody uses pencils anymore, so it's not going to work. That's not going to work.
No, the upside down pens.
So, Katherine, you have been you are the Aaron Brockovich of, and you and Lorraine White and Smith, fighting that junkyard and all the different environmental stuff up there, solar farms, all this stuff. Why do they keep thinking that they're going to turn Madison County into a wasteland?
Well, because they have. There's just no other way to put it. I mean, the corruption is so deep, the layers are so deep, you just really can't make any traction. However, I will say that thanks to Sean Smith, thanks to Lorraine White, and myself, as we started this coalition kind of situation, Madison County is forever changed. It's never going back, right? So I am so excited that I was recently removed as a Republican for the next 10 years. I'm a Republican in bad standing.
You got it too? I thought Nicole was the only one that got it.
Oh, no. Mine started in February. And at first I was given a 16-month restriction. And then Mikhail Vaughn decided to jump on the bandwagon because, you see, he was electioneering in the chute. And so that's against the law. And so he decided in order to shut me up, he would get me removed for another additional 10 years, which I'm going for the lifetime award. I don't even care, right?
If Nicole doesn't beat you to it.
It knock yourself out. But, the one thing I love is when I get to say, I told you so, or when my crystal ball becomes very clear. So now I'm excited to see how busy the 5th district is going to get, because all those Republicans who signed off on Mr. Ballard appear to be Republicans in bad standing.
Whoops.
No way.
And then, that Kyle Pierce, that state rep, he was so gung-ho and he was running his mouth that because Mikhail's kind of illiterate, he helped Mikhail write these things against Nicole and I when we were getting challenged. So get real busy, Kyle Pierce and Mikhail, because if you don't, you just showed the entire 5th district that you're only on the hunt for people who speak the truth.
Well, and didn't Kyle Pierce appear at that one event for Max Engling? Was that?
Oh, sure. Because you see the I call it Agony because I don't know what her name is because she really can't go by her real name, Pierce, because I don't know what her deal is. So the Agonos Pierce team, which it really should be that way because Chloe leads him around like a lost puppy dog. You watch these people jump from anybody if they can get on their coattail and get a little bit of traction. What's so amazing to me is I don't know why every voter in Madison County isn't pissed off, right? I mean, you have Nicole Kapazinski who beats the pants off of Chloe Agony Pierce, and somehow she gets a ticket to the delegate convention.
Hey, right? Can I stop you 1 second there? Very interesting that you mentioned that. I'm standing there talking to Victoria Sparks and somebody else, and Chloe comes up and puts her phone right in my face like this. Did you take this picture of me? I'm like, I don't even know who you are. and I made a joke. I said, man, it sounds like we had a kid together, and I'm just now finding out. And I thought Victoria Sparks was going to lose it. And I'm like, she was like just super high. That's funny, isn't it, Brad? I said that quick. I was like, it was just like one of those, woo. It was, and so I talked to her and I found out who she was, and I'm thinking, wait, the name so anyway, that's my only encounter of her is her coming up and accusing me of taking a picture of her. And I'm like, I can barely keep up with the drama in Mars Hill, yet alone burning bridges in Madison County, but have at it. Right. So anyway, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No. And so you sit here and then, our auditor, Todd Kolb, he couldn't even win against Nicole Kapazinski, and he got a golden ticket. And so People wanted to ask, hey, we should have a recount, or maybe the ballots weren't, counted correctly. They didn't need to cheat on the ballots. They just put new players into seats that would gain votes. Like, it's so blatant, you don't even know what to say. And then today, in today's paper, in the front page, it says that there's 20 seats that the Democrats won't have any competition with, that they're not going to fill it with a Republican. Well, no, because these nimnuts, they're so busy trying to take out good Republicans that
I think it's numbnuts. Sorry,
candidates to run in their positions.
She's on a roll.
Not anymore, John. Not anymore. It's nimnuts.
That's John Belushi. The Germans bombed Pearl Harbor all of a sudden. So yeah, I got you. So Katherine, I want to bring this up here, not to derail your thought, but the nimnuts that are up there. So I'm going to put this up here. This is a suit that you have going on here. Now, why this is very interesting is because the defendants have our buddy, the gossip queen, Abdul Shabazz, as their attorney, and he's already lost because he tried to put an anti-slap on you. And guess what? The judge says, yeah, she's got a case. We're going to go ahead and see what it is. So give us a breakdown on what you got going on there, what you can talk about on it without getting in trouble. But of course, you have, can I say who your attorney is? I'll just say this. Your attorney is based, and all she needs is a salt shaker to put some salt on Abdul because she's going to eat his lunch. That's all I'm saying.
So I want to start with this. For those of you who are watching, please do not send my attorney a message telling her how you've recorded this and you're time stamping it and you're taking pictures. I'm not going to erase anything. It's totally fine. Katherine is not someone who, just erases things or has guilt feelings tomorrow. What I say is the same thing I'm going to say anywhere. So you don't need to bother her with your random emails, because that's what every time I do something, they're like, did you see your client? And she's like, I see her all the time. She hasn't changed. She's the same person she was 5 minutes ago.
Same since I've known you. That's for sure.
So my attorney is Laureen White. And
Based.
So I have no problem saying that. And if you want her phone number, reach out to me. I'll give it to you. So that's who is defending me in this defamation suit. And, it's just time to set the record straight with these people. And I mean, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer it. I mean, let's see, Scott and Stephanie Mellinger, they sent me a cease and desist through Abdul as well.
I'm going to put it back up here. Let's go through real quick. So you are suing them for defamation because they've said a lot of things about you that are obviously not true, because
Correct.
If they were a problem, then this anti-slap would have been dismissed. Now, let me show you what I'm going to take the opportunity here. Let me show you what it looks like when you win an anti-slap case. Now, this is how you win one, because Abdul tried to sue me for some nonsense, and we're both political figures. I mean, we're both public figures, and he pretty much lost it. That's what that looks like. Or if you want to look at this one is with David Waters. He lost that one. Oh, and then, there's one more. This is Jeremiah TV Ball up in Howard County. He lost that one. And then of course, this is yours. I'm going to put yours back up. So he tried to do the anti-slap against you, which he has lost 3 in a row now try to, against it. So let's go through this real quick. So this Madison County Lincoln Club, Russ Willis, I know him. I don't know Peter. I don't know these other people, but go ahead and give us what you can.
Now, come on, you got to know who Pete Hewer is. It's the husband to the GOP chair, Kelly Hewer, I know. Russ in a skirt. So, yeah. I mean, come on now, and then you've got Anthony Emery, who's an Indiana State Trooper who used to sit on the council. I mean, it's just crazy how stacked. So people need to understand how stacked this is. I mean, we've got a state trooper on there. We got the GOP's husband on there. And then we got Russ Willis, who's the former Republican GOP for the last decade or so, that has been nothing but a complete nightmare. I mean, look at this county. I mean, and here's the thing.
It is a mess.
It is a mess. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, you better get out of the mindset of the parties, because both of them need to be cleaned up.
So they don't do this. So now your case goes on forward. And what can you tell us about this? Now, wait a second. If Pete is in there, how come? What's it? Lisa? Is that her name? The current chair? What's her name?
Kelly Hewer.
Kelly. Okay. Why isn't Kelly in this? Did she not say anything? Or
so this brochure that was put out by the Lincoln Club and paid for by them.
Okay, I see what you're saying, and that's where the problem was, and that's why where we're at. So, when is your next hearing or whatever? What's on the agenda next?
So now they're doing discovery.
Okay,
and I am like super excited about the discovery.
Let's see the excitement of your face on your face.
This is like incredible because on one of those sections it says that I had OSHA violations.
You called OSHA, didn't you? I'm just going by my memory.
I mean, so I'm really not that one's like the most obvious one. I mean, come on now. And nobody seems to know, and everybody's saying we had no idea this brochure was coming out.
So
somebody did.
Yeah, are they're considering you a political figure, but are you a public figure? I guess if you run for office, because that's one of the parameters. If you're a public figure, then you don't get as much protection as say a Jeremiah TV Mall, our first one there. He's just a guy. He's not a public figure. He's just a guy. Right. So you really got to be careful when you say that he's a child rapist or whatever. That's not going to go very well in a case, and so far it's not. So in that regard. But if they do, if it is a defamatory statement that's not true, there you go. And it sounds like at least one of those statements is not true.
Well, Wish TV felt they covered my whole OSHA violation complaint, and they even had me on the news saying I was the whistleblower. So I don't understand how I could have had OSHA violations. So it's just very disturbing to me. And what I find interesting is, and no offense to the two of you, but we've got 3 white males who have gone to this extreme. And you know what I find very interesting is they put me in a skirt. Now, I find that a little derogatory.
They put, on the brochure?
They made a character of me.
Oh, in a skirt, huh?
Yeah. So, I mean.
Could you have called it a kilt?
I don't know. I'm just saying that it's been very interesting. I can't wait to see who actually made the cartoon characters.
Well, it's AI. It's.
Oh, no, this was put together for one of their shenanigans.
Oh, maybe they did the Micah Beckwith video too.
Well, you never know. So there's a lot to be discovered here.
Breaking news.
I mean, one way or the other, what really caught my eye was when this first went in, the first judge they go to is Judge Norick. So they go to Judge Norick, and Judge Norick's like, I'm part of the brochure. I can't even look at this. And I think to myself, is our clerk a complete moron? Okay, don't answer that. She is. So
rhetorical.
So you give it to a judge who's already on the brochure. Well, they went through several judges. None of the judges in Madison County felt that they didn't have somewhat of a conflict of interest. So it is, I think it's in Grant County is where it's at right now.
Huh.
With a special judge over there. So this will be really interesting to see. It's kind of funny because the night that came out, that was in 24, the night that came out, Kelly Hewer was running around putting out signs. And she was telling people, if you see Katherine out tonight, please tell her I didn't know about that brochure. I had nothing to do with that brochure. And what amazes me the most is that Kelly Hewer is about as two-faced as they come. And for anybody out there who wants to listen to her, she has pushed back the women's movement, and I'm not this big women's rights, all this stuff, probably 100 years. When you stand there and you know that something was wrong and you are running around and your husband was a part of it, what does that say about you and your husband's behavior?
Well, we had someone steal signs. One of our county township chairs here. Her husband was out stealing signs of what you're talking about, and got caught because she put an airdropper in there, and it went right to their house. Now, I've not disclosed that to anybody, but
see, this is why I got divorced. Like, married people are just the worst.
Right. So, it's the same thing as in 2020 when Russ Willis had taken up our signs and threw them in a dumpster. And until I called the state police and had them come to the scene, now suddenly he knew where they were, but he didn't have anything to do with it. And it's just that behavior that has continued on and continued on and continued on. I mean, it is so crazy. And the thing is that they just keep coming.
Well, Catherine, how do you get like regular Republicans to kind of care about this? Like,
how do you get regular Republicans?
Yeah,
I mean,
because especially in Madison County, because you were talking about how like the damage they've done, or that more people should be pissed about it, everything that is going on. But like how there's Democrats here that we can't get into the fight of the Republican machine. Like, we have our own sad issues, going on.
So what is the ratio up there, Brad? Is it 60-40?
7-3. Yeah, it's like
70-30. So you're about the opposite of Marion County. So
Madison. Yeah, woe is you, John. Woe is Marion County with their.
Look behind me, Pally. Look behind me. That is Seminole County, Florida, right there.
No,
pal.
But I guess like do average Madison County citizens just think that everything? Like, I don't think everybody thinks it's just all rainbows right now, but I don't think people are mad enough either to actually roll up their sleeves and do something.
Right. So people don't generally get involved or get upset until it happens to them. And it's coming. I mean, it's coming everywhere. We're seeing the utilities go crazy. We're seeing this carbon plant's going to come in more and more. I mean, and that's the thing, it was amazing to me because like I got a call from one of my relatives who said, you didn't lose a race. Look at all those voices that wanted your voice, like they voted for you. It's building steam for somebody who's going against an incumbent. See, what people don't understand is they're like, well, you can't win a race. You lost a race. If Katherine wanted to win a race, I would have ran for coroner. I would have ran for something like that. But that's not my point. My point is to educate the people. My point is to go out and say, these are the seats that we're in. Where can I get the most people involved and out to vote? People aren't going to come out to vote for a small position. They're going to come out to vote for bigger positions. And that's what the whole motivation behind it is, right? And so I know the cards are already stacked against me when I go out for these races. But
so hold on a second. Can I stop?
Yes, you do. Yes.
I got something. So you were able to run as a Republican against Gaskell. If you're in bad standing, how did that all happen after you had filed?
No. So here's the deal. So Russ Willis thought that he had some brainstorm of an idea, right? And he thought if he comes after me and he's like, hey, she won't be, they'll have to pull her off the ticket. She'll have to go at the state. Well, this nimnut did not even file at the state level. Like, you're over here. So what'd you do? Okay. So Katherine can't be a delegate. Did Katherine even apply to be a delegate? No.
You didn't.
Well, Katherine can't be a PC. Are we even up for that this year? No. So you're really irrelevant. And here's the thing. I can continue to run as a Republican all I want.
Okay.
I just can't do it for the party. So who cares? Your party's already corrupt. You just showed millions of Americans how we can go through an election. The people vote in who they want. You remove her and you put in your own people. Now, I don't know about you, but that's got to be the most unconstitutional thing I've ever seen. If that's what we're going to do, then you shouldn't even have delegates on the ballot. So we've got a serious screw loose.
Yeah, that is definitely a lot of grumblings that I heard up at the convention of about a third to half of the people felt like their voices were just stomped on. And
And
Kelly
like I told
Hewitt,
the people there, so you just negated almost 1,300 votes for Nicole. And so this is what I tell those voters: to those of you who are pissed off, you better go out and find at least one person to take to the polls in the general. And you better vote against anybody who ran against Nicole and I and vote on that Democrat ticket. And yes, Republicans, you better listen to what I'm saying. I am
Brad.
absolutely telling you to go vote. So you take them out there, right? We've got Geringer, who's running for District Council 1. These 1,300 people, you're going to vote. You're part of that district. You're part of the commissioners, no matter what district they're in. You all get to vote. You get them out there. You're going to beat out one of the incumbents. So that takes them out. He had to go and get a bunch of signatures because he couldn't run as a Republican because he didn't have 2 Republican votes. But he did have 2 votes. Yeah, but he couldn't remember back in 1990 if he voted Republican or not. And they said, well, if you'll say you did, then we will let you run as a Republican. And he goes, well, I just can't do that. So being honest really penalized him.
So is this a guy you're for?
Well,
Yeah,
honesty
so
has no
Aaron
place in
Trust, who we
politics,
vote
you guys. Come on now. That's just
right. And then the other thing is Mike Gaskell. I mean, come on. You need to go with, Tammy. What's her name? I can see her
Dixon.
dad. Tammy Dixon. You need to go with Tammy Dixon. With Kim Townsend, you need to go with her against Kyle Pierce. You need to go with Norm Rayford because clearly we're not getting any better here in the county with Beeman because he can't even tell the truth. So I don't know what to tell people but the truth. And so every time I tell the truth, I get like 25 more arrows in my back. Who would have thought?
Those aren't arrows. Those are knives. But
and then these people want to hang the 10 commandments in their government entities for what? You can't even follow the do not lie, do not cheat, do not steal. What?
Well, Catherine, they say a prayer before the meetings.
They need to pray for themselves.
Application is just the hard part. And the pledge of allegiance and a prayer. So
the application is where you get.
That's where they get me. That get me every time. It's like, hey, we're a big tent. There's just no door on it.
I mean, we certainly don't lead by example.
But does anybody?
They lead by fear.
Not to make this like a whole issue in my Trump derangement syndrome stuff, but come on, look. Well, and even with all the Graham Plattner shit too, let
me ask you.
Stop putting people on pedestals.
Let me ask you, Brad. You got an ex-convict, Mikhail Vaughn, who was a Democrat and got in trouble for something with the ballots. I don't really recall the whole shifty deal that he did. Now, he claims that no one can speak of this because his record's been expunged. And if you speak of this, he will get his attorney. Okay, whatever. So now
then bring it on, because if there's no record of anything, I don't know what the hell you can.
Oh, there's complete records. You go back, there's articles about all this all throughout the internet. It's all there, right? So you get this previous Democrat who, at one point had an issue with ballots. He is in the 5th district at the Republicans filing against me, a Republican. And then you've got Kyle Pierce who promotes his sign in his yard. Now, it clearly says that the Women's Federation, the Republican, none of those people are supposed to support a Republican if they're running against an opponent in the primary. Chloe Pierce is their president. She's violated that, but nobody wants to listen to what Nicole has to say. I mean, everybody wants to say, oh, Nicole's PTSD. Oh, Nicole's off a rocker. Oh, we fear Nicole. Give me a break. You fear Nicole because she's telling the truth. That's what you
for thee and not for me.
She's going to be telling a whole lot of truth this Thursday night at 7 p.m. Hey, welcome, Lucy. Welcome to the show. We got Lucy in the house. And then I also saw we have people on YouTube. And I don't know if the chat comes through to everybody or if it's just YouTube and then it goes from Facebook. But if you are on YouTube, we appreciate yours. And I do see them. So if you want to put that on there. And one of the things about election fraud is you cannot, in these counties that are heavily one-sided, you cannot get your case heard because they're not going to look into themselves. Marion County is just awful with with the
It's the same thing
corruption,
here.
and they won't even look at these things. You can't even get them to bring them. Can't even get them to look at them at all, even to put them on the record. So, and
how
I'm
is there
pretty
no
sure.
like inspector general of?
Oh, there's this came up in the Secretary of State race. They don't want to have an election police. I mean, but there's gotta be something. But it works like if the election board doesn't do anything, you go to the prosecutor. Well, unfortunately, the prosecutor is the same party as the election board, and so on and so forth. And then it just gets lost. There's no accountability, and I think they know it, so they can just do whatever.
Listen to Brett. Listen to this. So Russ Willis is in charge of the Lincoln Club. For 5 years, you can only really go back 5 years, but for over a decade, he never kept an itemized donation. So you know how it says if it's over $100, you got to itemize all that out. He never did that. We go into a hearing with the election board. He says, I don't keep records for longer than 2 years. I didn't know you had to keep records for longer than under 2 years. My attorney literally has him sworn in. He swears by that testimony. We come back at the next meeting. He files 5 years of amended records.
Oh, mysteriously.
And they accept them. So the guy just lied under oath.
But they were amended, Catherine. They were amended.
Right? Well, where did he get all of these records from? Because he never kept
the past.
Right? But you don't see the prosecutor saying, hey, let's go out and let's go through his home. You don't see the prosecutor going out and saying, hey, we've got to do something about this.
No, that's like a violation of the Fourth Amendment right there. That you can't.
Well, aren't they in in Mar-a-Lago or Joe Biden's garage or something like that? So I can do you one better than that, Catherine. We've caught people down here with that same situation, and they never went back and amended them. They just left them.
See, I mean, and that's the whole thing. Like you said, they know they can get away with it. And like I tell people, until you lawyer up and really push the envelope, it's going to continue and continue and continue. And I will say to everyone out there, thank you, Sean Smith. Thank you, Laureen White. And thank you for when Christopher Bilbrey to John Smits, when there were times where I had nowhere to turn, all of you continued to believe in me and stood behind me. And then from there came more people, and slowly they're getting on board. Nicole's getting on board. Carrie McFadden's getting on board. Teresa Smock's getting on. People are starting to wake up. The numbers are growing. It just takes a little bit of time, but we're going to get there because we cannot stay this way anymore. We cannot function this way anymore because it's destroying every bit of what we have. Our kids are going to have nothing.
Well, it certainly is a lot of infighting. I mean, we saw the infighting with the Republicans at their convention. Lucy's come on here, and Steve Whitmer is in the Marion County chair for the Libertarians, and now they want to kick him out. Of course, Blythe Potter and Bo Bai, the establishment against the grassroots. It just seems like it's almost like when your team and you're having scrimmages against each other, and you're ready to go play somebody else, which is going to happen in November. You're going to play the other team, but boy, I'll tell you what, these scrimmages have been rough. They've been rough and tumble, and so. Hey, Lucy, come in here for a second. I want to hear what you're thinking. I know that you've not been really active with the Libertarian Party, and I don't know how many of them are down in your area, if you have any. But I know that you're on the county commission. Is that right? You're in the county zoning.
Yeah, it's called the Plan Commission. And in fact, if we don't have anything for next week, or you don't have it set in stone, let's go ahead and have a Plan Commission mouthwash talk. I can invite my friend John Schrock, who's the president.
Do it in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
All right.
We got another guy fighting the Republicans, Joseph Bortka, and he's actually got a guy from Georgia coming on, and we're going to compare notes on that. So I'll put you.
Is he going to say that the votes from Fulton County still count in 2020?
I think this is more of an inter-party Republican situation. So okay. I think Georgia is probably. I think a lot of states are similar to Indiana. You have the cities are like blue and the rural is red. I know that I must live in the rural because I see Trump signs. I think that's where I live. I don't know. We don't talk.
I wonder if he knows Midge.
Do you think in Madison County, it's purple.
Oh, it is purple?
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. You tell me how many true Republicans we have in seat.
Oh, well, that's just because they're holding their breath purple.
What do you mean? Like
They're almost all Democrats. They were all former Democrats.
But they're Republicans now, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Are
like
they?
percentage-wise, I don't know how.
Are
then,
they?
Then get them to stand the hell back up as Democrats. What is that? That's not right.
That's how you
Well,
get
you
elected,
see,
Brad.
They like to. They want to make sure that their seats are solidified, so they're never going to stand for the people. And
But
until
that
the
means that, like,
people,
but that
until
means that the purple people are voting for these dickheads in what was it, the
nimnuts.
nimnuts? Thank you. Yes, they're voting for the nimnuts.
The new term is nimnuts.
Right. Until
I love
they
that.
start voting for the most qualified candidates, we're never going to get where we need to be.
Yeah, it does seem like we go in, it's almost a circular firing squad, and we're all in the same boat. One side's rowing this way and the other side's rowing that way, and we're just going in a big circle.
Yeah.
And Lucy never answered my question. I asked her about the Libertarian Party down there, and
we actually have quite a few members that are active down here. I think my county is currently dissolved because she's actually a good friend of mine. Her name is Rhonda Green, and she and her husband Max are real gems. They have been for years, like 10 or 15 years, at their own expense, going and video recording all of these meetings. Huh. So even before it was required to be live streamed, they've been doing this like forever. And she ran for governor, and I supported Rainwater instead of her because Rainwater was, my choice. I mean, I'm friends with everybody, right?
Right.
So she got a little bit mad about the Libertarian Party, in part because of the one who was formerly running the Libertarian Party in Indiana is now running the National Party. So I won't say his name because I know you're not a fan.
Voldemort, or Beetlejuice. I don't know, one of the two.
People have varying opinions, but he's my friend too, right? So anyway, long story short, I think it was my friend Rhonda that actually dissolved the county party. So we're not officially, as far as I know, and maybe that's changed, but
she's a Democrat now.
Well, because they're useful. They already have the political machine here, and they're useful, and they're actually focused on winning. And that's something that sometimes the Libertarians would rather lose.
Are you sure you're mad at Whitmer? That was his whole thing tonight on his show.
Oh, yes, I'm very mad at Whitmer.
Because you got lose your ballot.
I'll kick his butt. Get some cute
pay per view, Brad. We're gonna make some money on this one. Come on,
Lucy would wipe the floor with Whitty.
I think it'd be pretty much even. It'd be.
I don't know. I'm pretty mean, but he is too.
Yeah, I know. So, he would have. We should just have like an insult contest, just like back and forth insult.
I'm so bad at that.
I know.
I was just telling my husband, tonight at the meeting the plan commission that I'm on, we're talking about solar, and one of the highlights this evening was me calling the commission president a communist. He got a little bit offended about that.
Well, anymore it seems like a compliment,
Lucy.
Well, I call him as I see him. They were a little mad.
Meeting adjourned.
They were big mad at me tonight. But
I don't know, Lucy. This person on here says that I need to learn how to fight politically. What does that actually mean?
Where's that?
I don't know.
I mean, it's right above Domino Reel. Hello.
Yeah.
Domino's a Democrat in Madison County, Brad. You two need to get together because he's running for.
Now, Thomas is my neighbor over here in Wayne Township, and he's seen me fight. I would say that I probably needed to get more learn how to fight politically. But in other words, dirty, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, I just believe that I'm the teller of truth, and I'm just going to say it like it is. And if you don't like it, life was never about I have to win an election. Life was about educating the people so they can make good choices for themselves.
Well, it seems to be tough these days. It's tough to get, because, I mean, look how cloudy it is in our own parties. And I can say that easily for all three of the parties. And even the independents, even Ballard getting on the ballot. Who knows what his motive is? I think it's to get to, wipe out the Libertarians and start the Lincoln Party.
Well, and this is my whole thing. When we have the mentality of I could never vote Libertarian or Democrat, we're all the way back into the blacks need to be at that water fountain and the whites need to be at this water fountain. That is the most idiotic thing, and I don't know who you are, but I'll say it, and I don't care if you like me or not, because until we start voting for the most qualified candidate, this is why this country is a nightmare. Well, I'm just going to go in there and vote for a red ticket. Okay, and your purpose is what? I mean, our taxes are higher, and yes, I'm a Republican, but I won't be voting straight ticket in the fall.
You know what's crazy is Indiana Democrats, like Brad, we love Brad. Indiana Democrats are so different than California Democrats.
Yes.
And even when I ran in 2018 against Joe Donnelly and Mike Braun, if you look at Joe Donnelly's voting record, it was more conservative than Mike Braun's voting record.
Well, he was definitely a moderate. That's how he
Yeah.
actually won.
And Maine Democrats, by the way, too, because I don't know what the hell they're doing right now, but it's just like quit messing up the national narrative of parties.
So I got David here. David here saying
normal.
Wrong, but hey, David, I don't know what you're saying is wrong.
He's the one that says that he could never vote for a Libertarian or a Democrat.
Oh, okay. Oh, but he's saying now you're wrong. He can.
No, he's saying I'm wrong to
I
vote for the most qualified candidate.
But that's it. Like, I would have voted for a Republican. Like, it's not outside of the realm of thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a candidate that I've listened to what they said. I have no idea what their party is until after I hear them speak. And at that point, I'll be a dumbass if I'm like, oh, well, I was on their side until they said they were on that guy's team. It's no.
Yeah, you'll see that.
Perfect example. Okay, this is a perfect example. We have Diego, who was a complete nightmare, right? And we have David Shelton, which I am a David Shelton fan. I like David Shelton. I like where he comes from. I like his thought process. I have met him. I have talked to him. I have also spoken to Max England. So now what did we do? We took Diego, clueless Diego, and instead of getting somebody qualified like David Shelton in there, we've got a model coming into the Secretary of State seat. What are we thinking, people? And this is what I'm saying. The mentality, it just kills me. I mean, Max England could not even win his own state delegate seat in his own area. What are you doing? We have put
Jim Banks
into the seat.
Jim Banks says this is best. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Jim Banks, I got my issues with his mouth too.
Good. Please tell me more about that, because I could listen to that
right?
kind of stuff.
Whisper sweet nothings in my ear.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the man does not think before he speaks. Or if he does, then you have no brain in between your ears. And what floors me even more is people continue to put these people back into seat. Yeah. And then they're like, well, where did I go wrong? Well, I can tell you, it was that little circle that you continued to hit because you did it on name recognition.
I firmly believe that if voting worked
for Gaskell, glad you voted for Gaskell.
If voting worked, you wouldn't be allowed to do it.
Oh, listen, if these elected officials had to have a real job, they would never survive. That's right. Max doesn't have a real job.
He's got a job.
I mean, this
He's
is what
a
I'm talking about.
staffer. He's a staffer and
for Kevin McCarthy, right?
Yeah, them too.
And he's not even from Indiana.
Well, he's
but neither is Bo. I thought that was like the whole fight.
Hey,
I'm sure that Bo probably lists his dad's $60,000 condo in the ghetto with a $12 electric bill, just like his dad did in 2016.
Absolutely.
That's almost as good as Nimnuts or whatever you call it.
No, I'm fine with the no incumbents. That is a great. I mean, because again, just in Indiana.
Well, that's sort of like judges. Never vote to retain a judge. I never do. I even got one I went to high school with. If I see his name up there, I'm voting. I don't want him.
Yeah, I mean, this is just maddening from what I've watched, and you know what I told the people. It doesn't matter. To me, somebody had said, I said, I've won the hearts of the people. To me, that's what really has won for me. I mean, I have more people who reach out to me and trust me and ask me questions than I've ever seen before. And it's very touching. I mean, I was in a Home Depot, not even in Madison County, and a woman walked up to me and she said to me, "You're Katherine, aren't you?" And I said, I am. And she says, I just can't thank you enough. I moved back to Madison County. I thought it would have gotten better, but boy, have I really learned from all your posts. That's the win for me. I don't have to be elected to be infectious and to do the right thing. You know,
Well, that's a good thing, because it seems to not, you don't, if you're that way, you don't get elected. I mean, you look at David Shelton, you look at various others that have.
And Catherine, that is who I was talking about, by the way, with the Republican that I would have voted for. It was totally Shelton. Like, I could talk to him about election integrity, and I would trust him if he told me there were any kind of discrepancies. It wouldn't cross my mind that he was swayed one way or another because of his political party. You know, I don't know that.
Well, and Brad,
I don't trust that with Max at all. Like, I guarantee Max will do something stupid in the election in 28 if he's Secretary of State. Like, it'll be dumb.
What it'll be is he will follow the status quo. Whatever they tell him to do, that's what he's going to do.
Yes, and I didn't know how to say that without sounding democratic.
So
Look,
that's
Nicole.
not democratic. That's just the reality. I mean, we watched it all play out.
Yeah.
I mean, literally it played out right in front of all of our faces. How do you come out all of a sudden in less than 90 days and you win the Secretary of State when you've got Shelton, who's been out there, banging on doors and doing everything he can, and he wins? It shows you how they stack the deck. This is why we have so many Republicans in bad standing.
But Catherine, Kalshi had a lot to say about that, though, I think. Kalshi was behind, you could make a lot of money by betting on Max.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's the whole thing I think Max is a nice guy. I mean, but I don't know that he can lead us, and I don't think he has the strength to call people on their crap. I don't think he has the strength or the ability to say, hey, there's cheating going on here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think he's another one that will look the other way to keep everything quiet and hide it and cover up. And that is what really stinks about the whole process. It is broken.
Yeah, well, and it's the foxes are guarding the hen house for sure.
Max has Jim Banks's hand securely up his ass, and it's just.
But I can tell you
this,
this:
a little puppet.
If Jim Banks loses,
that's okay. That's okay. I'll let you pass. That's two times tonight. By
Max
the way,
would follow. Yeah, Max would follow whoever.
I forgot it's not Sunday night. That's So
I mean, that's what becomes the biggest problem with all of that.
So yeah, it's Tim Byer, frequent. I've seen you on here. Around 400 delegates appointed, and Shelton loses by 150. They did the same thing to me for county chair here in Marion County. They appointed 300. I lost by 142. So they know how many they need to get. And people are saying, well, I was appointed, but they didn't tell me what to do. I'm sorry. If you're that naive, they know where you are.
They know how to stack the deck.
Yeah, this is not their first rodeo. Old Rex Early, you call them nib nuts. Rex Early called them mummy dummies. So,
I mean, and that's the whole thing. So Rex Early probably should be rolling over in his grave, because his goddaughter is Michelle Daniels, who's the county election board president here in Madison County.
Really?
And she just runs around and she's like, I was trained by him. I know. And I'm thinking to myself, if that's who Rex Early and he was your mentor, it's disgusting.
Yeah, Rex was based. I mean, he did not. He knew what was going on, and he was definitely, when he was the state party chair, the Republicans were doing a lot better than they are now. It seems like they're trying to run people out. And like I said,
that's the truth right there.
Yeah, it's like that. Well, I'll tell you what, we're getting close to the end here. We've run over a lot of shows, but Lucy, I don't know if you have your health. Hey, wait a second, Lucy, how's my concoction doing? How's my potion? Is it about brewed yet?
It's ready to go. You know what it needs? It needs a road trip. I suppose I could mail it to you. I hadn't actually thought about that.
You're off at 65, aren't you?
Well, about 30 miles off 65.
Which way? East or?
Is there a day that you might be driving by?
Thursday I'm coming up to see my sister in Bright, Indiana, and I'll be on 74 coming through that way. I mean, it'll be Friday because I'm staying over. My sister's got brain cancer, and it's not good. It's not good. Well, we've talked about that on the show, so I want to stop and see her on my way back. So I'll be staying over on Thursday. But I need this love potion number 9, like Thor says here. Hey, Thor, by the way, while you're listening, dude, you got to slow down on post. He posts so many things on people over politics. I got to prove all that stuff, dude.
I don't even know who Thor is, but Thor says he's my boyfriend. I've been getting to comment on
some of them.
I know they're good. I have not posted a lot of them because it's just overloaded. So
before
cut it in half,
John,
Thor.
before we go, I want to address this comment at 9:51 because this is to all of us. And if this is the way we're going to end the show, I'm fine with that. I have mostly been a Callahan person, but if you don't see the difference between Democrat, Republican, and Libertarian, that's a problem. Let me explain something to you, David.
Uh-oh.
If you can't see past a cover, then you're part of the problem. Because just because somebody dresses up and wears an R or wears an L or wears a D doesn't mean they're a good person. You need to get out there and get to know the person. I don't care if I win your vote or I lose your vote. But the fact that you just said that, that's like me saying, well, because you're Asian, I don't like you. Because you're black, I don't like you. But you know what? You're white and you have blonde hair. I'm going to vote for you. You better give that a rest. So I have got zero tolerance for any of those comments because you have got to start voting for the most qualified candidate. In Madison County, we have Todd Kolb, who has filed for bankruptcy in 2024 for $500,000 on his own personal company. Now his wife wants to run as the mayor. If this is the best we can do in Madison County, we are in a big problem. If this woman can't even help her husband keep his business afloat, she probably has no business keeping the county or the city afloat. So let's all just understand. I'm not ever going to drink the purple Kool-Aid. I'm never going to drink the blue Kool-Aid or the red Kool-Aid. I'm going to drink my Kool-Aid. So that's with education and thought. But don't get up here and try to say that if I don't know the difference, tell me the difference. McHale Vaughn is a Democrat. Gardner is a Democrat. Cummings is a Democrat. Hanna was a Democrat, and he's running for prosecutor now. Let's see. Shall my list go on? Larry Davis was a Democrat. I mean, what?
Ronald Reagan was a Democrat, wasn't he? I don't know.
Who?
Maybe not. Ronald Reagan.
I mean, who wasn't when they were younger? You know, isn't that the whole? Isn't that the whole
thing?
It's like
Brad, when you turn 45, are you going to turn into Republican?
No. And Lucy, I'm kind of waiting for you to say taxation is theft, so we can
wind this thing up.
Well, I agree.
Well,
with
no,
that.
and actually,
you did it for me.
Because I think that is like what I think once you get older and you start thinking about taxation, I think that's what changes you.
Okay, I want to put all of you on the spot.
Hey, I got the delete button, by the way.
All of you on the spot. Do you, in the general, do you vote straight ticket?
No.
Never.
I don't.
There you go. So you have a libertarian, a Democrat, a Republican, all on here, and all of us are saying we vote for the most qualified candidate.
Well, I know there's Democrats that I hate and that I don't think should run or that are fit for office. So I'm not going to vote for them.
So I do this. If I don't like somebody, I will I will not put that. I will not vote. I will just leave that one blank.
If I don't like either candidate, I don't think either one's qualified. I don't vote for that section.
Hey, Catherine, sometimes it's not either candidate. It's one of many, like a libertarian might be there too.
Well, and some people said, well, you need to vote for the person who you think could possibly do the best job. No, both of them are, or three of them. How many of us on that are nimnuts? I'm not voting for any of them.
No nimnuts. No nimnuts. That's our new campaign slogan.
The nimnuts party should be like the new.
That should be the new party. I'm telling you, we could load that thing up. Oh my gosh, the nimnuts. That's like the nerds. Revenge of the Nerds. We could have them come and do some stuff for us. I mean, That's
Hey, at
awesome.
least there's some good merch opportunity with Nimnuts.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, hey, the Libertarian had the guy with the boot on his head, Vermin Supreme. You know, that
Yeah.
dude's worth $7 million. So it works.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I know. I looked him up and did a little research on him. I'm like, what happened to him? Well, he made $7 million. and
He's
left.
actually super, super smart.
Oh,
And
sure is.
he had a great marketing plan.
Oh,
Do you
that
remember
boot.
any other national libertarians' names?
I do not. What's his name? He ran for the.
No, you already lost by saying what's his name.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't
Yeah,
count.
exactly.
Yes,
And you
Lucy, you're
probably
right as
mean
usual.
Spike. Yeah.
You're right as usual. I sort of lost that battle. No, never mind. Who was the little Texas guy that ran in '92? Wasn't he
Oh,
one of them?
Ross. Good old Ross
Perot.
Perot.
But he
Oh,
wasn't a
yeah.
libertarian, though, was he? He was just an independent. He's the one that screwed up the independent stuff for us today, because it used to be easier to get on as an independent, and then all these states made these laws that you had a hard time getting on there. But hey, let's wind it up with
Hey,
one
states'
thing here.
rights, John. States can do what they want. Don't.
Yeah, they can. Hey, Mississippi is the hardest one to get on as an independent. It's the worst. I don't know why. They just made it very hard. Okay, before we go, one more question. What about the Greg Bat? We've talked about the Secretary of State. We got Lori Schilling. Is that right, Lori?
Yep.
With you?
Yep.
We have Bo Bai with the Democrats, and we have Max Engling. But we haven't talked about. Yeah, that's right, Tommy. The giant sucking sound. There's a sucking sound in your pockets. Ross Perot. So we haven't talked about Ballard and where we think that's going to break up some stuff. I mean, this is just wild. I mean, if this was a rodeo, no one would stay on for 8
John,
seconds.
so Ballard was the mayor of Indianapolis, right?
Yes.
Okay, like I'm from Northwest Indiana.
Never
and-
heard of him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like nobody up there.
Where are you from in Northwest Indiana?
In Griffith. So, and that's what somebody else mentioned about me cussing and
I went
trying
to
to be
school
like,
at Valpo.
oh yeah, no, my brother and sister-in-law and all my nephews are in Valpo.
Hey, so
I was just up there for the 4th, so it's a good time.
I was in Heman on the 4th.
Rod Bray graduated from the Valpo. So there you go.
Oh.
Trivia night here on the Mouthwash Show. Anyway, what do we got? Great. Oh, wait. Here we go. This is.
But yeah, with Ballard, I don't know that he has that much sway in like the northern part of the state, at least. And I don't know about the southern part because I'm not from there.
I guess it comes down to how many people are pissed off at everything. I mean, I know the libertarians will get a vote of, I hate them both. The libertarian is a catch-all for that. This time, they're going to have a choice of that. So let's just go around it. We'll finish it up here.
Let me ask you this question. Do they know how many, out of all those people who signed Ballard's thing, do they know how many were Democrats and how many were Republicans?
Well, they'd have to look them up. Whitney's going to look into it. I did not sign it. Did anybody else on here? Did anybody sign it on here?
It never came across my desk.
I don't sign things. Like that's how they get your information. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I know. I didn't sign it either, but I didn't have the opportunity. So that's fair.
Okay.
I don't know. I might have signed it. I might not have. I'm a little partial. I think everybody should get on the ballot, but I don't know. I got a love-hate relationship going with Ballard. I love to hate him. So it's.
Wait, Thor's in LaPorte County? All right.
I didn't know that, Thor. Do I know you?
Me neither.
He's from the region.
I
That's
lived up
neat.
there for like
Right.
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite active. And hey, if you're on Facebook, get in People Over Politics. We have some very interesting conversations go on there. There's we have everything from conspiracy theory to conspiracy fact. And
Well, my
John-
first political rotation was at LaPorte Hospital.
here we go. Larry in the chat, it says Lori is the only true Hoosier. Huh. Is
Yeah, but
Ballard-
Larry
Ballard-
is like a libertarian though, so I don't know that.
Okay, we're not going to take that. Sorry, Larry.
Well, I mean, I get that Max isn't, and I can see the argument about Bo, but it's not his fault. And honestly, his dad was the freaking governor. I'm really thinking he just gets a pass on that, and I don't know how.
Larry says you're going to be a libertarian because you won't sign anything. You're starting to revolt.
Larry, that's not the first time he said something like that in the chat tonight, where I'm like, he's becoming a libertarian.
Well, it's like we had Jesse Brown on the show, and he's like a Democrat, socialist, communist, and he sounded more like a libertarian. I don't know if you were on that show, Lucy, but didn't he sound like a libertarian? I mean, it's like, dude, you're confused. So
no, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like
because-
we all have aspects of each other's parties, not in any bad way. It's just that I think there's a lot more, again, that, unites us than divides us. And we all get hung up on the crap that divides us.
Well, I think that the powers that be love to stir the pot. I
Yes.
think they just want to see us beat the crap out of each other. So, but Lucy, you're going to say something. Catherine, I'll let you have the last word.
Yeah, let Catherine have the last word.
Oh, you're done? That was your word? I was going to give you one.
I used up a lot of words tonight at the Plan Commission meeting.
Oh, really? Man.
Was it about flock cameras too?
No. Tonight was I was all about solar and data centers.
Okay, because I do love the flock off, and somebody else mentioned that in the chat too. That
You know what? I don't want to get into this late thing, but I don't. Never mind. We'll do this later.
We're gonna do another show about flock cameras and how they're bad now, John. Because
we're gonna do a show because we got to. So, all right, Catherine, you got the last word. And
so here's what I think. I think Ballard can sway this whole election process one way or the other. He could take enough votes that it could change what we honestly think is going to happen. And so this will be an interesting situation to watch, to be honest with you. And we'll see if they can pull enough votes to bring Max through, because this is a red state. So we'll see what happens. But I do want to say this before we end. No, I won't be voting for Max England. So
leave it blank.
And let me tell you the reason why. That's why we're going to end on this. David Gillespie, this is for you.
Hold on.
He wants to say, no wonder this is why Catherine lost. I can see that. Well, here's really what the question is, David. Did I really lose? Because I believe in 24, I showed in Madison County how ballots could be made, manipulated, passed through the machines, and they can make the numbers any way they want. So I always find it interesting when Nicole might have lost her seat for her regular election, but she won pretty big in her other seat, and then she was still removed. You know why? Because they weren't paying attention to the delegate seats. So they had to pull another fast one to get her out of there. So at the end of the day, the question isn't that Catherine lost. The Catherine is, did she lose legally? And the fact that Max England is one county over and he only shows up to our county when he wants votes, and he's seeing this go on. Yeah, that's why Katherine Callahan will not be voting for somebody who literally is right next door, who can't show up when we're having county election boards, and this is completely under fire. So this isn't a conspiracy theory. This is the reality of what we have on film. And then you take it to the prosecutor's office, and nobody will touch it with a 10-foot pole.
No,
That's a good point, Catherine, that I didn't think about with Max just being next door.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. Literally, he'll come over here. I've seen him at the Tea Party. I'll see him at anywhere he can get his name out there, but yet he won't ever show up at a county election board when we're having all kinds of problems.
Well,
and
wait,
literally,
but you
it
saw
takes
him
him 20
before?
minutes to get over here.
Did you see him before he ran?
Oh, yeah, he shows up at the meetings. Yeah, before he even
okay.
announced he was at the
Okay.
meetings and stuff. But he can't ever show up at a county election board. He can't ever show up when the times are tough and the people really need to stand. That's why I will not be voting for Max. Is he a nice guy? He's a nice guy. But can he get the job done? No.
He's going to be not that. All right. Well, hey, that's a great last word. So, Lucy, we'll make arrangements for me to get my love potion number 9. And figure that out, because I want to start trying to see. I want to be the guinea pig. What do they call that? Patient or victim number 1, or what do they call that in the study?
Patient 0.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
patient
that's it.
0. I'm patient 0. So we'll do
Yeah,
that.
just let me know when you're driving up, 65 or 69, 37, because I'm halfway
Okay.
in
So
between.
it's that you're in between those. Okay, I got
I'm
you. I thought
halfway in between. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be out that way. Hey, I might
And
just
I'm only
ride
an
my
hour
bike
and-
down.
I'm only an hour and 15 minutes from Bloomington,
So how many
and
gallons?
I
is
go there
this
all the
thing?
time.
How many gallons is it, or what? How big a thing is it?
Oh, I've got a great big 32 ounce for you. So
boy.
street value, if you went to
Oh boy, now I'm going to get pulled over for street value.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
send this
if
in the
you-
mail, whatever you guys do. This is
That's
oh
not-
shoot, yeah, I probably would need some.
It'll
sort of
be
license for
interstate
that.
drug dealing that without a permit. I'm sure I will be I'll have 7 people at my doorstep
Oh
wanting to
my
arrest me.
gosh. Yeah, they probably watch me too. But yeah, if you buy it at the health food store, it's $20 an ounce. I made him dual extract lion's mane, Catherine.
Oh, man. So how many ounces do I take? I drink the whole thing at once?
Oh, I take a tablespoon a day.
Oh, not 32 ounces?
You got to pace yourself.
No. Yeah.
I would be
And,
really, really smart. I would drink it all at once.
I believe in something called minimum effective dose. So I want to get a dose that is
hold on. You say it's,
So no heroic doses?
you say it's
No.
32 ounces times 4. So that's going to be 150. And it's at 1 per day. So I've like almost a third of a year's worth of this stuff.
I don't
right?
know. No, a tablespoon
This is why
what,
AI
No,
was
15
tablespoon.
milliliters?
Just to handle
Yeah.
this
Tablespoon.
kind of
It's going to be
Yeah.
more than that. It's going to be almost a year's supply. Does it go bad or anything? I got to.
No, a tablespoon is 15 milliliters. There's 30 milliliters in an ounce, so that's 960 divided by 15. So that's what, 60 days?
60 days. I don't know.
I think you could do 60 days if you had 32
Oh, it's only
ounces
32
in a
ounces,
tablespoon.
not gallons.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's gallons.
Oh gosh, no.
I was going to bring
No.
my 5
You guys
gallon
started
buckets.
using the metric system and everything
Yeah,
went to
that
shit. So-
that math is hard for a guy with ADHD. It just really is. All right, kids. Hey, Catherine, thanks for coming on. Keep us updated because I know you were actually on our show when all that was going down with Channel 8, and you were the
yeah, so
whistleblower.
that's what I'm saying.
It's not like it wasn't documented. If it got all the way to the lower levels of the Mouthwash show, that means everybody knows about it.
Yeah. Anytime I get a big one, you guys usually have me come on. And, you know, David Gillespie, whatever your name is, you say, thanks for responding. You know what I say to you? You're very welcome because I appreciate you giving me a platform.
Yeah. Well, it's like you and David need to go out and have coffee there at the local coffee shop.
John, again, thank you for introducing the show to this is what I love about this show is that everybody kind of can come on and discuss, and it's civil-ish.
Yeah,
we're adults, and
yeah.
we're able to talk about stuff.
And
So
you know
it's
what?
nice.
It's going on 65 and some change here doing this. And it's just amazing. And Lucy, you've been on from almost the very start. I mean, and Tiffany's been on for very long. And Brad, you took over for Ed. We're sort of like a little team of conspirators here.
I'm surprised I haven't been canceled yet. This is
I was going to say,
Really?
I'm glad I haven't been fired.
Yeah. Well, Tiffany's not here, Brad. So you had a pretty easy night tonight. You
right.
You had a fellow Madison County person here and all that. So anyway, that's going to do it for us. Let's tune in at 7:00 for Nicole's show. I'm going to be excited to see it. I'm going to have to see it at a later time, but you can go back and watch any of our fine shows on all of our networks, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. She is going to have some outlets that she's going to put it on. Catherine's going to be a guest after she gets settled down in September. I mean, I'm just waiting for Lucy to have a show because Tiffany is going to have the floss coming soon. And it's just going to be something else. But Lucy, you're down there with the
wherever I go, it's a show. That's for sure. It's a debacle.
She's a walking show. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Catch us next week. Over and